Sister Dale London has agreed to narrate another video for us. I hope you enjoy it as much as I do listening to her.
This is a store that when I was born, I came home to. It was my grandma's store. Annalie Bennett. She was Annalie Bennett Ragsdale. And my granddad was right much older than her. And she ran the store, and he sat around and smoothed and talked to people, and they loved it. At one time, before I was born, there was a pool table in there. It was always a community gathering place. But it was a much older store than this store, and it faced the Mount Carmel Church Road instead of the Argan Hill Road like this store. And in the back was fenced in with two huge pin oaks and a sandbox and a playhouse for me and swings. And Dare, Sarah, and I and David were born where we live down here. And in the back of the store was an apartment with two bedrooms and a living room and a huge kitchen and a back porch. And we had an indoor bathroom, which was a big thing in the day. We were one of the very few people that did. We also had a TV, and that was a big thing. Of course, the TV was very small and it had tubes in it. And every once in a while, the rats would get in behind it and build a nest, and they'd be toting it out the door on fire. And Mr. Underwood, who sold us the TV, would come and get it, and he would fix it, and the TV would come back, and the whole neighborhood would come and watch ball games, and I Love Lucy, and all the shows on it. My grandmother was very generous, letting everybody in, and we lived there for till I was 7 years old, and then we bought a place in town. And across the street, this was the Jarrett store. Now it's the French's store. You'll notice there are a lot of Frenches in this video. This store was much smaller, and Mr. and Miss Jarrett owned it, and they did a really good business. And Charles' dad and his uncle delivered gas and diesel and kerosene to both these stores. And so when I was little, I knew them. I didn't know Charles. And across the street from that, on the side towards the tanks, is a house that the Jarretts had. It was a rental house, and you can see that at the top of it now. And that's headed towards Mount Carmel Church. And I believe you can see there's a church off in the distance. And it caught on fire, and they had to rebuild it. And that's where all my London and Durham people are buried. My daddy's buried there, and my grandmother and grandfather. And on the other end of that road, coming back towards French's store, going down some, is where my great granddaddy and great grandmother Lenore and Calvin London are buried. And the government paid for my granddaddy's headstone, which shows he was a Confederate soldier. And there was a lot of tobacco farming and horse farming and cow farming going on in this little neighborhood. And we played with all the kids. And the Frenches had a farm just down the street here. And they had a sharecropper whose name was John. And his wife Mary used to come and help us clean some and look after babies. And when I was little, I would go, my mom would help them in tobacco. And I would get paid, started out, I think it's 15 cents. I might have been four. It's 15 cents a day for picking up leaves off the ground that the handers and the stringers had dropped. And that was big money back in the day for a 4-year-old. You could buy you a Coca-Cola and buy you a candy bar and have 5 cents left. And that's the Argan Hill Road right there coming on down. And as you, the Frenches were Minnie French and Riley French, and they had sons. Don't think they had any daughters. I don't remember any daughters. But Miss Minnie would get up early in the morning and she'd fix a great big farmer's breakfast. And then she'd start lunch after she cleaned that up, and then they'd go work in tobacco. And we went and helped every summer till the last summer that I lived there. And I think they raised my pay to 25 cents. That was big money too. And they were just really nice, cute couple. Kids, the boys were funny, but they were hard workers. Everybody that lived out there, you worked hard or you died. And I can't believe a lot of people have quit farming tobacco. They do soybeans now. And the big new thing is the hip thing. And I'm hoping a lot of people get into that because we really need to do that. We'll save on trees and save on other things. And I'm not sure who all owns this now. I know that one of the Kennons used to, but I don't know who owns it now. And I don't know who owns the store where we used to live now. It burnt down after we moved. We sold the store to somebody, and they lived there for a while, and then the store caught on fire and burnt, and then it was rebuilt by whoever owns it now, I think. And that's the road down where my great-granddaddy London is buried, him and his wife. And believe me, all this land was well cared for. People knew what to do. They were very conscientious. And this is Dale London. Thank you for watching. It's been fun. And y'all be sure and like and join Charles's whatever on YouTube. Thank you.
And naturally, I had to hog a little bit of it. And there's me and Miss Bly sitting there at the community center. And she's helping me spot and everything. So that'll probably be about it for this video. I'm going to go ahead and land. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. I surely did making it. Take care, play pretty, and endeavor to persevere.